Okay, real fast. I have the Ten of Swords here, the Nine of Wands, Chariot, the Hermit, the Six of Wands in reversal, the Four of Wands in reversal, and the Seven of Pentacles in reversal. I'm feeling very heavy-hearted today. It's just, I guess it's a collective feeling, but I also feel like it's strongly the DMs of things that have been going on for a lot. And I mean, what I feel for everybody right now is definitely wounds. And a lot of it's stemming from childhood wounds, but it's also past relationships or things that are going in, like karmatic cycles being closed, or at least being more awoken to the situation in their lives. And it's just really, really like this Ten of Swords right here. Like they're getting to the point where it's unbearable. Yeah. And I guess they're having to do self-reflection. They're being very guarded, probably to the things around them. Six of Wands in reversal, I feel like, is they're pulling back from something, or maybe habits, or maybe they're diving even further deeper into the habits. It's just like a repeated cycle. That's what I'm getting from that. There's definitely shaky grounds with their foundation, and maybe realizing what it means to have this Four of Wands, right? This commitment. It's now starting to look like a completely different spin. And here it's disarray. There is no foundation. There's no peace. There's no harmony. It's false. It's built on lies. Maybe that's what they're starting to realize. Maybe they're seeing that it's not always about material gain, as they're losing it now. And they're seeing that it's falling apart. Because yes, money is great to have. Obviously, a lot of people celebrate when they have money or wins, but that doesn't make a strong foundation, especially in a family dynamic. And if you were raised to believe that, which a lot of us are, you're set up to believe that's all that matters. Or at least that's the main focus, and everything else comes second. But in reality, it's your passion. It's what you love, right? What you strive for, what you deeply care about, what matters most to you. Because you can't do anything for anyone, including a family or having a foundation for others, if you can't find that within yourself. And it starts with healing and taking care of yourself and learning that process of unlearning all the things you were taught and raised to believe. And a lot of us, millennials especially, have had an extremely difficult time with that because of, social media and learning the realities that we perceive online is not true. And it's come to a shock for a lot of us because we perceive it as, oh, that's how you get things done and that's how everyone wants you to be, or whatever the social norms are today, which a lot of them, to me, in my perspective, a lot of them are false. A lot of them are believed in a very negative light. Very low energy vibes from a lot of different things that are out there. And I see it all the time. I try not to see it because I don't like to see it, but I know it's going on. I feel the energy. I know a lot of young people are still, like my son's generation and the generation before him, they're evolving in a different way too. And a lot of us introvert types having a harder time struggling with this concept because we see it in the media. We see how people react socially and how they have adapted and how more narcissistic they've become because they can have control in the media to do whatever they want. And don't get me wrong, to each his own. Like, if that's your cup of tea and that's what you strive off of, just to, I don't know, be fake and just get self-gratification, like, off of things that are false or at least not real, I mean, I think it's setting yourself up for failure, honestly. But if that's what you feel like you need to do for yourself in life, I guess you'll learn eventually when you start to wise up and see the truth of it all. When you start knowing deep in your heart that it's not meant for you. It never was meant for you. But I feel like people haven't evolved quite there yet. And I know a lot of people are going through identity crisis and getting over their ego mind. And it just takes time to heal those things. But I think there just needs to be more awareness of it in the media. And I'm tired of people not taking that into account, even for their mental health. You know, like just looking at it from a psychological standpoint. What's that going to do? What's that going to do for the future generations? Like, these are things that need to be spoken about. And these are things in these times that we need to work on, even as community, like to just, not even just to like go help somebody or whatever, or do a good deed, but I mean like actually just say, hey, how have you been? Like, I know things have been crazy since COVID and da-da-da-da-da, but like at least acknowledge the fact that we're all still working and striving and doing our best to perform in a lot of ways. But then like also like the pressure that a lot of people take to try to make it, like that is something that I feel like a lot of people try to sway away from, or try to deny, or just never even take an account of in mass media anyways, like projecting that out there. So I think I might cut it right here, because I do want to pull clarifiers on this, but I feel like this is a very heavy subject, and I don't want to go into it like too deep to where it starts triggering people and opens up wounds. I really do want to pull a clarifier for the Chariot, so I'm probably going to leave these here for now, and then I'll come back later today after I come from work and figure out, like, just regroup my thoughts and see what happens in the near future. But I just wanted to touch base on that. I just feel like it's an important message for people to strive and do what's right for themselves, regardless of what's going on in the media, regardless of what's going on around you in your environment, in your household, or the people that are around you. Just go within, take care of your needs first before you take care of other people's needs. And I don't mean that in a very like selfish manner, because if you know other people need help, yeah, go help them. Like if they're desperate, sure, but don't put yourself out without, you know what I mean? Like having your cup full, okay? Don't deplete yourself, is what I'm saying. No more self-sabotage and behaviors. That's something that I feel like a lot of people neglect to talk about in general. And I understand I've done that in my past, and I'm learning to let that go. I'm learning to love myself fully, and it takes time. So, love you guys. I hope y'all are doing well, and keep going within, keep doing your energy clearing, and keep positive, no matter how many times things come in your head telling you otherwise, because you know it's not true. All right. Love you all. Bye. Take care.